Hey guys, it's Lord here, back again with another action figure review. Today will be wrapping up my looks, unfortunately, at the Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas figures with Mama Otter. This, of course, brought to us by the fine folks over at Plastic Meatball. And if you saw my review of Emmett from yesterday, you know that I quite like these. The quality is if the Playing Mantis and or Memory Lane, as it's probably better known as, it's like those, but if those were a lot better. They're very hefty, they're very heavy figures, and pretty decent size. I thought these were like reaction size. They're pretty big. I would say they're closer to like 5-inch scale, if I had to guess. But before I get too far ahead of ourselves, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of Mama Otter's accessories, because she actually comes with not only a basket of laundry, which is actually the only accessory she comes with that is for her. She also comes with the wash tub and the bow for said wash tub, so her son Emmett here can play it. He's gonna push this in his hand, and bada bing bada boom, you're done. I will say it's kind of odd that she comes with an accessory for him, but it's nice that we do get the wash tub. I mean, that's an iconic scene in the movie. He makes the instrument out of his mother's old wash tub. Hilarity ensues, I think. It's been years since I watched the special. I'm gonna have to watch it again. But at any rate, if you haven't checked out my Emmett review, please do. Would really appreciate it if you did. That said, Mama Otter here, she does have a removable kind of neckerchief thing, which we'll leave off so we can take a closer look at her. She is a traffic cone. She does have rotating feet. They do swivel under there, but like, what is exactly the point, you might ask? Because she is literally just a big old honking traffic cone that just sits. She's gonna sit whatever way she's gonna sit, and there is no ifs, ands, buts, or maybes about it, which I'm totally okay with. I don't mind that at all. As far as the rest of her articulation, though, she has a swivel in the head. It's a little bobbly. In fact, this whole figure feels like there's like an inner core that's just not patting down quite as well, but that could just be mine. Shoulders will rotate. She does have ball jointed hands. Can rotate them. I will say this hand on mine was sticky out of the package, but I did heat it up. I carefully popped it out. It's not a little ball peg like I said in the Emmett review and just now. And I cooled off the peg and then heated up the arm again, and I put it back in there, and it seems to be alright. It's just going to take a little bit of time for the temperature to really adjust and probably dry off. So that is Mama Otter in a nutshell. Nothing crazy with these figures, but like I said, it's still Christmas season to this guy, and I wanted to do something a little bit extra for Christmas, and I figured these were a good candidate. That said, I do have one more Christmas review coming tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. It'll be a old friend returning. Not that old. We actually did take a look at a version of him last week. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Krampus? Is it going to be Frosty? Is it going to be the Mouse King? Is it going to be another Emmett? Well, I can tell you it's not that one, because there's only one Emmett. Whereas there are two Mama Otters. The one from the talent show and this one. This one just makes more sense. This is the one on the cover of the DVD I have of this movie. So it's the one I wanted. It's the one I got. It's the one I'm happy with. So before we wrap this up, why don't we bring in our two regulars here. We got the Mythic Legion's brother Mandibulus right here, dropping his mace in true Brother Mandibulus fashion. Why wouldn't he? But we got Brother Mandibulus right there, and the infamous Spawn, who as usual towers over everyone, despite the fact that Mama Otter here is pretty big. in comparison, at least to her son, into like 3 3/4 inch figures. So, with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and much like Emmett Otter, who we did take a look at yesterday, once again, check that review out if you haven't already. Would really appreciate it if you did. The same thing's going to have to apply to Mama Otter here. If you like good old Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas, then you're probably going to want this. If not, you're probably thinking, what in Sam Hill is this? That said, compared to Emmett, I think Emmett is the stronger figure. Mama Otter isn't bad by any means, but I did have that little sticky issue with the hand, and then she just doesn't come with as many useful accessories, we'll say, as Emmett does. In fact, she comes with an accessory for Emmett, a wash tub. So, yeah, I just hope that the fine folks over at Plastic Meatball eventually give us the other characters, at least for the Jug Band, because, well, the band was more than 2 people, and we got 2 versions of Mama here, so yeah, kind of odd that that's a thing, but none of the other guys in the band, or even a River Bottom Nightmare band, are a thing. And don't expect me to review that Mama variant. I wasn't crazy about that one, unless she came with a microphone. That's about the only thing that would entice me to pick that up, but it would have to be on sale, and, well, let's face it, these are sold out, so that ain't happening. That ship has sailed. So, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.